Good morning. I'm Scott Davis, and today is Tuesday, December 22nd, and it's Christmas week here with the Morning Breach. The full extent of the SolarWinds cyber attack is still unknown, but more pieces of the puzzle are coming together. Big tech companies, including Intel, Microsoft, Nvidia, and Cisco, were all impacted by the attack on SolarWinds' Orion platform. Exacerbating the issue is that investigators have found potentially another hacking group had broken into SolarWinds Orion using a similar exploit, which now is being dubbed Supernova. CISA has updated its alert last week that this advanced persistent threat actor began at least in March of 2020 and has demonstrated patience, operational security, and complex tradecraft in these intrusions. It is expected that removing this threat actor from compromised environments will be highly complex and challenging for organizations around the globe. This latest alert does not supersede the requirements of the Emergency Directive 21-01, which ordered affected devices to be disconnected from networks. There is a lot of conversation pointing to Russian or Chinese influence behind the cyber attack, but I still believe it is too soon, and I have not seen hard evidence that indicates security researchers have identified with certainty who is actually behind or who actually organized the attack. Now, a recent poll of IT vendors has found that roughly 80% of their clients are asking and wanting to leave SolarWinds products. So what is important to note is not all SolarWinds products are impacted by this. It's specifically the SolarWinds products that utilize the Orion platform. Now, I can understand the desire to want to leave a platform that is in the news with a cybersecurity measure, but what we will learn more about SolarWinds or any vendor during and after attack than you will learn about any of the other products out there. So just to say that again, you're going to learn more about SolarWinds over the next 12 months and what they do for security than we likely will about any other product out there, just because they have to be so public with what they are doing to combat this attack. I believe that SolarWinds is going to be more closely examined and analyzed than any other vendor for the foreseeable future, which is only good for the overall security of all of their products. To be clear, I am not implying that SolarWinds is out of the woods, and it's critical for us all to stay up to date on security concerns for all of the products that are used within your business. As a business owner or a cybersecurity professional, this should be a catalyst to rethink your cybersecurity position. Congress and the president-elect are promising to make 2021 a cybersecurity top priority at every level of government. States and local governments need to follow that guidance, and businesses should as well. The system is broken, and most lawmakers don't even know what questions to ask. This can lead to impulsive laws that may be good intention, but will provide little to no relief to the attacks that are facing networks and data across the globe. So it is critical that we all take some time and review our technology policies, procedures, services, and the vendors that are all used. The U.S. Treasury Department announced a serious breach that began roughly in July, and the full depth is, again, still unknown. Microsoft told the Treasury that dozens of email accounts were compromised within the Treasury's Departmental Offices unit, which contains the highest ranking officials. Although this is commonly being discussed with the SolarWinds cyber attack, I believe this is likely a separate attack and was likely caused through a phishing campaign where users provided credentials and allowed the cyber criminals access to those mailboxes. This is why it's critical to monitor email forwarding rules and establish MFA on your systems. It is not known what, if any, security measures were in place when this attack occurred, but Microsoft has said time and time again that this type of attack can be prevented to a high degree of effectiveness with MFA enabled. The Jefferson County Property Valuation Administrator's Office in Louisville, Kentucky is facing a ransomware attack, and the data is being held hostage. The office has been closed, and the agency is restoring data through backups and has no intentions of paying the cyber criminals. The trucking and logistics firm Forward Air Corp was targeted by a ransomware attack last week, and it has warned that it may defer or lose revenue as a result. The attack has caused and may continue to cause a delay in parts of the company's business. The attack appears to have been from the new ransomware gang calling themselves Hades, Hades. Here, the group provided a link to a site on the dark web which contained instructions for initiating contact to pay the ransom. Several sports memorabilia auction sites have been impacted by a ransomware attack on the Simple Auction site, where last Thursday a group had infiltrated the platform and was holding about 150 customers hostage while encrypting the servers and deleting the backup systems. The city of Ellensburg in Washington had its data encrypted and made inaccessible after a cyber attack, which was just discovered yesterday. Israeli cyber experts with Guardicore Labs uncovered a massive attack on roughly 85,000 MySQL servers by an anonymous group of hackers. The attack, called Please Read Me, has resulted in at least 250,000 stolen databases being compromised and the contents being posted for sale on the dark web. If you're utilizing MySQL servers, you may want to ensure its security and backups are current. Probase, a Surrey-based app developer, utilized an unsecured Microsoft Azure storage blob which contained 587,000 files ranging from backed up emails, letters, spreadsheets, screenshots, health assessments, insurance claims, promotion records, shipment records, client data, and even sensitive medical data. Even when using cloud storage, it is critical for you to understand how to properly secure that data. And it goes beyond just cloud data, but you should be doing the same thing locally. The last thing I want to cover today is the United States Supreme Court has agreed to hear the case TransUnion LLC versus Sergio L. Ramirez, which looks to answer whether Article 3 or Rule 23 permits a damages class action lawsuit where the vast majority of the class suffered no actual injury, let alone an injury like what the class representative suffered. This class has a large potential impact for data breach litigation moving forward. So in this case, TransUnion is arguing that several of the proposed class members did not have legal standing to assert a claim because errors within their credit score were never sent to a third party, or they were never denied credit or another injury due to the error. The long-term effect here is because in many data breach class actions, the named plaintiff will allege personal fraud as a result of the breach, but will seek to represent a large class of individuals, many of whom may not have suffered the fraud themselves. A decision from the Supreme Court is expected by June of 2021, so this is something we'll have to wait and see. That's today's episode of The Morning Breach. Please join us this Thursday for our next episode. And if you've learned something new by watching this, please take a second and like and share the video. If you want to see more episodes of The Morning Breach or find useful resources in helping you secure your organization, please visit themorningbreach.com and make sure you follow along with us on Facebook, YouTube, and LinkedIn. Thanks for watching.